Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Manning's Giants. With that, we're off to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we bring in the two men who will call our game, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. They come out here in the eye. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They come up in an offset eye. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks, and he's into the clear. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes this Giants offense getting ready to take over the football. And they haven't been great. They weren't great in week 2 against the Saints. But we mentioned it earlier, they're 2-0. Their defense is held up. But they've got some playmakers on offense that'll certainly come around.
And Odell Beckham Jr. is going to lead the way. What do you have, 8 catches in the game on Sunday? How about Sterling?
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. Eli's going to throw, and it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Penalty marker is down here. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. First down, Wilson. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard. Line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. They go screenplay with Jennings. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Manning, a screen here to Vereen. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Eli Manning with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They come out here in the eye. 1st down, this is Rawls. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle who creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Curse. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Giants are going to get a 1st down.
Well, that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it. I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line. showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Lockett the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Lockett, Charles, was a bit of a warrior against the Rams. Although they lost, he sprained his knee in that game, returned, had a big 53-yard catch. Looked like it might help them to a comeback win, but they fell short.
Talk about playing with a little bit of heart, huh? Actually, a lot of heart. And Tyler Lockett is one of those guys. I remember going back to Kansas State. A lot of people doubted him because of his size, but he showed up each and every week and made big-time plays. He proved it again this past Sunday.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Pitch goes to Rawls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Giants. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
2nd down following the incompletion. Right side. Back up. And able to break one down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Manning. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Eli's going to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Olivier Vernon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball? Meaning a 50-50. The ball's in the air, defender's there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep for the Giants, Dwayne Harris. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. Back deep is Dwayne Harris here. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So as they take it over, we step aside. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle it. Got his man, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Victor Cruz, 75 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get...
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.